Blog scene, one of the most active blog scenes in the country. These websites are increasingly influential, so we wondered what happens when bloggers unite. When you think of bloggers, this might not be the scene you envision, but about once a month here in the district, a few dozen bloggers abandon their online journals in favor of offline socializing at local bars.
It's something that's not organized. We don't do any sort of plan with the bar. Just once a month we say, hey, show up here, and everybody gets together, says hello to the people that they have read about or seen online, and get to know each other in person for a little bit.
Catherine of the blog First Date DC is the so-called social chair. When she organized her first meetup last June, 6 people showed up. On this night, there were close to 50 people attending. That may be a reflection of the growing number of blogs out there. At last count, there were some 30 million blogs on the internet and 70,000 new blogs being created every day. As blogging enters the mainstream, these folks are hoping that events like this one will help dispel certain myths about bloggers.
I would say the stereotype is that everybody's a bunch of nerds sitting behind computers, that they're all hermits, and we're obviously not that. We're obviously getting together, making new friends.
And there's so many different cross-sections of people who blog: college students, single moms, working folks, anybody with something to say. You don't have to be a nerd.
No, you don't have to be. Joining us here in our studio now is Martin Ostermule, who's editor-in-chief of the DCist.com, which is one of the area's most widely read blogs. And so, Martin, why do members of DC's online world feel they've got to get together in the real world?
Well, I think bloggers tend to be they tend to be young. They tend to have some disposable income. They tend to be here on maybe their first or second job, so it's natural that they're going to want to get together and have a good time, meet each other, share some common interests. So
it's sort of an interesting club, though, isn't it?
I guess you could call it a club. I mean, essentially it's people who share a lot of information about themselves online, and then when they get together, they have a lot to talk about because they know a lot about each other.
About each other, because they've been talking. Blogging is gaining in popularity. Tell us more about the kinds of people who are doing it.
I mean, everybody blogs, from high school students, college students, people who have legitimate jobs and have kids. I mean, people blog about different things. They blog about their jobs, they blog about their children, they blog about their love lives, they blog about news and politics and bicycles, you name it.
And are they the same people who would normally keep diaries or journals?
It could be. I mean, this is a lot easier to do, and I guess you have to have a different personality because you're expecting that people are going to read your stuff, including employers, possibly including significant others, which might not appreciate what you have to say, but so it could be different people. I mean, they appreciate the public spectacle. Men,
women, old, young, college-educated,
everything. I've met bloggers from, people who are 13, 14 years old, and they're just barely getting started on the computer.